All right, let's do it. Welcome everybody to the Footprint Analytics workshop today. Today we are going to be talking about how to create a gamer wallet profile, and we're joined by Wade and Lynn from Footprint Analytics. Before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to Wade and the Footprint Analytics team for making this happen and accommodating the different time zones. Just to kind of run down how the workshop will go, just make sure everybody's microphones are muted unless we do have the questions towards the end or whenever Wade is ready for them. Again, a big thank you. And then Wade, I'm going to let you take over now.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thanks for having me here. So I hope everybody stay safe today. Before we get started, let's take a quick chat. If you guys came from a data analyst background or you guys came from a developer background, just let me know. Or you guys from product manager or something else, please let me know. Please type your role here. Either you guys came from a data analyst, please reply one, so I can change some of my content and to decide whether we will talk deeper. And if you came from a developer, you can type two. And you can, if you're a product manager, please reply 3. And if you are harder roles, you can type 4. Okay, let's get started. I will change it according to your reply. So today, let's get started for this. Okay, so today we're gonna create a wallet profile using game data and NFT data. So a little bit about myself. I'm Wade, CTO of Footprint Analytics. So before I'm joining the team, I was a data scientist, used to build an anti-fraud system using AI model for credit score system. The best performances gained about 100% of APY. Before that, I was also a quant leader, a crypto trading team used on CeFi. So back to Footprint Analytics. So most of our time is spent on helping the crypto industry to understand the complex blockchain data through the creation of structure layer and creation of useful tools. So today we're going to cover several topics. A quick go through about what is Footprint Analytics and how to create a wallet profile. And I'll show you some chart and also including some of this SQL code. At the end, I will show some Python code to how to use the wallet profile. Okay, I guess you probably have joined the last sharing of one of our developer advocate. So I will go a quick through about what Footprint is. Footprint is a data analyst platform. Most of the data is about NFT and gaming sector. So we cover 24 chain, over the 700 collection, or almost 2,000 gaming protocol. So of the data, including EVM and non-EVM, and even some of the gaming specific blockchain. So a little bit about the features of Footprint. Most of my time spends on delivering the best quality of silver data. This is we call the data layer, where the bronze data is the raw data, and also the silver is the most data engineers spend most of the time on it to provide the best quality and to improve the efficiency of the data analyst. So the gold data is user pre-aggregation, and this data can use directly from the web-based BI tool, and also we provide the REST API and SQL API for the developers. So also you can see that we also including no coding environment in the front end, and also enable the user to using traditional method writing their own SQL. Also, as I mentioned, that we have a SQL API and also REST API. So back to the major topic of this part, we've gone to talk about create wallet profile using NFT data and game data. So I will try to give you a basic introduction of what data we have, and as comparing to the previous slide about the different layers of our table. So this is a screenshot of what table including in different layer. So you can see that gold table is usually have some latest balance or aggregation called daily state, and this is most suitable for those who won't be able to write SQL code, especially for some guys from media company or guys from non-technical background. So this is the most valuable things. We provide this data for both data analysts and data scientists, so that they can save a lot of time rather than digging into lots of the detail of a smart contract event. And also we provide the bronze data. This is, I guess you probably already know that logs, token transfer, transaction, and also this is all included in 24 blockchain. So what we're going to use about for this course is on the left, you can see that we might use token transfer, transaction, and the most valuable things in Footprint is contract inform and protocol inform and some of silver data. This is contains of a mapping. There is a foreign key about the contract address and inform about what kind of protocol what kind of smart contract are including in a protocol. Let's say that you have tens of or even tens of thousands of smart contracts in Unix. So it's all tracked in this table. So we also have some balance table here providing for given a wallet address, we can see that what is NFT 721 or ERC, different ERC standard and their own balance. So using this table, we will create the key information about the gaming and the NFT part. So let's see the final result first. So a simple version of the wallet profile will be looks like this. I will have two versions. One is a simple version, one is a complex version. You can see the complex version has more column, more feature here, including some of the how many MT he's bought, he sold, and what he MT he's holding, and what he's got minting for the total count of minting, receiving, and sending. And this is for different kind of NFT collection. And this collection is using for a certain kind of game. So let's say that Sandbox is used for has this kind of NFT collection name, and he got so many lengths. This is quite a whale user's profile probably. So the following chart, I will jump to the previous one for explaining the simple version of a gamer profile for the dashboard. Here you can see given a wallet address here on the top as a parameter. So you can see that what MT he's holding for different standard and how many profit for right now, and this is yesterday's snapshot. So also you can see that for the last 3 months, what kind of NFT, what kind of game he interact with, and also for different by different NFT collection, and also for the his bought and sell behavior. And this is we call the simple version. We have a much complex version for the next slide. Sorry. So comparing this to the previous one, this is this wallet address is kind of a whale user. So as you can see, he holds many lands here. Also, you can see he paid lots of a game. This is from, I think it's about the very beginning of the NFT. It's almost 5 years. His behavior interact with different kinds of protocol. You can see that this is a famous game, and I don't know what it is, but I do know this few one. So this is recently you can see that he is focused on color game, and also in sandbox he bought lots of sandbox land. Okay, so as I said, given the wallet address, you can do the similar things using the table I mentioned. Okay, so for the next part, I will tell how to implement the chart for using either with SQL code or Python code later. So let's jump to the implement. I think we need to wait a few seconds. Let's try to refresh. I think there might be some network problem. Let's open this first. Okay, let me jump back to the this slide. It is in fact when it open, it could be look like this. It's the implement SQL code. As you can see, it's quite simple, but you can see the tricky part is it refers to another data chart. This is kind of a chart ID, and so this just showing that how many interaction he has for the a period of time, and by different colors, different kinds of game that we call the protocol name. We have a special ID for this human readable name, but it's a unique name, so we call the protocol slot. But as I mentioned, this is another chart. You can read. There are 5 columns here, so I can also open the detail of this chart. This is it has an ID. As an ID, and then refer to this chart. This chart contains quite over than 50 lines of code, but you can see that, as I mentioned in the previous slide, that I will use some of the table is contract inform. This contract inform, I can show you what column it has. Yeah, it contains some smart contracts and the protocol slot. There is a map. There is a mapping between these two So you can see what kind of game he interact with, because here I filter out we call protocol time is GameFi specific. So you can see that given a wallet address, I put it as a parameter, and then I will show the final result is here according to different time, what game he interact with. This is the filter of a wallet address he rather than in and out for different time period, and the interact contract address should be the previous condition for this table, which is GameFi protocol. So the detail is from getting those detailed interaction, and then we'll list all the result here according to different kind of time. So you can using this detail table to create this chart. This is just one version or one simple implement of one of those dashboard to show that some metrics about what game he interact with, and how many interact count he interacted with certain kind of gaming protocol. So, but later I will show you how to do further deeper for NFT transaction. Okay, let's jump back to the slide. Okay, this few steps I have show you the interaction with game protocol. Can also change another sector, let's say NFT and DeFi protocol if you want. Okay, for the next part is for the next part is I think it's this version I here mentioned. For the NFT part, I have another slide example for this part. This is you can have a finalized table looks like this. It is given a wallet address and certain kind of time period, and then you can fill out by how many profit he has, and how many USDT he has spent, and how many time he has filled. This is we usually call this kind of a feature table, if you guys familiar with AI modeling. So using this data, we will then we can create an AI model for using this part. But I will tell you how to implement, how this was implemented behind the scene. So as you can see that most of the data came from this table. This table, as I mentioned, is including all the NFT sale and bought behavior in NFT marketplace. And we currently have around 17 marketplace already indexed in this table. So all these NFT marketplace, you can just simply using this table to increase your efficiency to analyze your data rather than you try to dig down into the smart contract of each version of each marketplace because there are many detail, many edge cases here. So we all solve this problem and then create this table for you guys. So for the first few lines of code is fill out some smart contracts by giving the condition for this filter, collection contract address, and certain kind of marketplace. and certain kind of time, and then you can create a timetable for the buy count, and how many NFT he has bought, and how many USDT volume he has bought, and how many sales he has made, and also the wallet total behavior according to this buy and sell for this a given wallet address. So totally, you can see the previous table here. This is the final result. So as I mentioned, that using this kind of table, you can one of the usage for this table is you can create your own application about it. You can either fill out the user you want if you are a project owner, and you can fill out the behavior of the user and how many profit he has made for using this column. And you can also check whether he's a whale user, whether you can check the we call smart money, and even doing some copy trading according this table, or you can dig more deeper comparing with this table. Okay, so for this part, I already explained the usage of this data and how they implement using a single table only, and then all the data was showed for the key information about the how many he bought, how many he sold, how many profit he made, because we have all the information here. And also, if you need more, you can digging into more about NFT part. We have NFT transaction or NFT transfer. Even we have some more information about NFT balance to provide later this month. Please stay tuned. And also we have more feature coming. I will, at the end of the slide, I will show you a bit one of the feature we are currently focused on. Okay, let's jump back to the slide. Okay, I have show you the complex version of and also the simple version of wallet profile, and how they implement in using SQL code, and how they implement PNL features based on the NFT transaction using just one table only. That will be enough for this case. And also, I will show you how to using this for our building our own application for this part. So as you can see that it's quite a hit topic for ChatGPT. So we just using ChatGPT to help us to write some code for this application. I try to using we call clustering. If you guys don't quite get it, let's just Google it. Yeah, clustering is kind of given a certain kind of sample, and then you can classify which class this wallet address in this case. You can classify whether it's belong to this part or belong to this part. This look similar, and this looks similar. The others compare is similar for this part. So I was trying to using this data for this clustering, which is a label we call the because we don't have, we call the white label, the target. Okay, I won't go very much deep for you because I didn't see any Python or AI developer in the chat. If you do have some background or you're interested in about this part, you can type something in the chat, or you can talk to me later. So I just show how to create a clustering using the Python code for this one of the application here. But for another application is what we currently focus on, using footprints data to build an application where we have a application called Growth Analytics. This is just one feature of how we use the wallet profile to create we call a user cohort. Right? Create a user cohort because we have many columns. This screenshot, they didn't show full of the column. We have many columns. You can fill out the condition, the criteria you want to fill out to find the best matching of the wallet, and then you can create your cohort, and then you can either for airdrop or for user activation, send them email for a marketing campaign. This is another application we built on top of Footprint Analytics based on some of our data, including NFT and gaming, and the others is balance and how the interaction with the smart contract he had for the previous periods of time. So using this kind of data, we can create some more application, more user scenario for this application. So I think that's it for this part. And so to give a quick summary, I've shown you what Footprint is, and we have unique features for Silver Table, and we have also provide raw data for especially for data scientists and for those who want to build their own application, and rather than both I should say both for the raw data and application layer data, and also the most valuable things is the silver data we have. And I've shown you how to create the features using game detail and empty transaction to calculate the PNL, the interaction, and how we use this profile for application. One is you can build your cluster, and the other is you can build your application for market campaign. This is just one of the sample we mentioned here. So I guess that is pretty much of it. It's about 30 minutes. I guess it's 10 minutes ahead. I will leave some time for you to ask questions. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to drop a message and shoot at me. Anyone who can ask question, you will get a free trial of our account. This account including the API access, either with SQL or REST API, and we can also try to explore more in our platform. Let me pick one question. Can we just also use JavaScript and API? Actually, you could. We can just take a REST API, and then you can send a HTTP request to the backend, and then you can see the result using the HTTP request. But I would rather prefer that you have a backend running behind, because we will have API as API key in the request, so that we can assure that you can have the right permission to read according to the table. The SDK is not ready, but you can just check our website. We do have show you how to do it in providing some simple code for here. You can using no for this case. You can just pass your SQL code here and then send a request. It's just a simple HTTP request will be fine, but we will have a API key as a parameter. So we will prefer we can using a backend to send us here, and the front end JavaScript will just take a request to your backend. Okay. Do you have any other question? So back to what I mentioned at the very beginning, I want to know the audience background. If you are a developer, you can type 2 here. You can, if you are data analyst or data scientist, you can type 1. Yeah, if you are product manager, you can type 3. If you got others roles, then you can have 4 here. So so that I can know the audience and background, and the feedback will be appreciated.
I think a lot of our audience is going to be developers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great.
I don't
wait for another minute. Do I need to wait for another minute?
Yeah, we can wait in a couple minutes if you'd like. I'm not seeing any more questions. So like you said, still in learning. Yeah.
So you can also rate me for this sharing. I can rate 1 to 10 if you want, so that I can improve. You can just send anything, any advice, opinion would be appreciated.
Okay, awesome. Is there a link to that?
About this slide, or about the rating?
Yeah, like a review or.
Not for now, but we do have one for internally. Usually we have one
gotcha.
internally, but not for this time.
Got it. Okay. All right. I think we can wrap it up if you guys don't mind.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Oh, we have another question.
Okay. Yes, we can interact with videos. Support them. Choose data to build dashboard. Use the data to build the dashboard using library like JS. In fact, we have a sample here, just using. This is just using JavaScript to send a REST API behind the scene. So this is a showcase for what kind of entity data we have here, and also yeah, we could share this. We could share the whole dashboard using an iframe. Also, we can share. I think you can share the chart using similar iframe. Yeah, here. I think this might suitable for you using this kind of methodology. Either with sharing, if you don't mind, just embed it your iframe in your website. You can write your own SQL or using drag and drop for analyze your chart, and then using this sharing embedded iframe. Either you can use similar to this one. I think this one could be open source later. I just showcase for the NFT data we have and how we use the REST API behind the scene, and what detail the data in NFT section we have, including collection and some we call the gold table here. Because you don't have to calculate anything, it's all pre-aggregation done already. We have also have the including the NFT collection and of the NFT chain. You can dig more into it. Also, this will be open source for this project. You can search Footprint Analytics on GitHub. You can probably see more open source project here. Okay. I think that's it.
All right. I think we can wrap it up here. Thank you again, Wade, Lynn, Alex. Thank you for accommodating the time and doing another workshop with us. Hopefully we do some more in the future as well. And I will be posting the links that you guys provided once we have the recording for this workshop. And that way, like, our other community members can rewatch it and join in.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for attending. We'll see you guys in the next workshop. Have a great night.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.